Wicked judges and Nyesomized court by Chidi Alsem Odinkalo. Now to the news in full. A judge shall avoid developing excessively close relationship with frequent litigants, such as government ministers or their officials, municipal officials, police prosecutors in any court where the judge often sits, if such relationship could reasonably create appearance of partiality. Rule 2.8 Revised Code of Conduct for Judicial Officers in Nigeria 2016. Sylvanus Osunsanfo was a little-known justice of the Court of Appeal when he breathed oxygen into Muhammadu Buhari's political aspiration with his dissent in the presidential election petition in 2007. 8 years earlier, he had launched a unique career in the history of political litigation in Nigeria. The case arose from the election into the office of chairman of the Obiakpo Local Government Area (LGA) in Rivers State in Nigeria's Niger Delta on 12 December 1998. Cyprian Taye Wike was the candidate of All People's Party (APP). Cyprian Chukwu flew the flag of the Alliance for Democracy (AD) after screening aspirants on 24 November 1998. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) settled on Nyesomized Wike as its candidate. At the time, local elections were conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and the PDP initially submitted Nyesomized Wike's name as their candidate. However, some time before the election day, the party substituted his name with Samuel Rogers Ichenwo. When it announced the results, INEC declared the candidate of the PDP as the winner with 40,370 votes, beating the candidate of the AD into second place with 11,441 votes. Nyesomized Wike sued, claiming that INEC has announced Ichenwo as winner when he was not lawfully sponsored by any party in the contest. The Election Petition Tribunal struck out the petition, holding that it lacked jurisdiction to resolve the issue as to who was sponsored by PDP. Nyesomized Wike appealed. In his judgment on behalf of a three-person panel of the Court of Appeal on 6th of March 1999, Sylvanus Osunsanfo nullified the results announced by the INEC and ordered the rerun of the election with Nyesomized Wike as the candidate of the PDP. Wike duly won the rerun to emerge as the chairman of the Obiakpo Local Government Area. Since then, Nyesomized Wike's political trajectory has been attended by what appears to be an unusual coincidence of mutually beneficial intercourse with the judiciary. In 2008, he became chief of staff to a governor of Rivers State whose emergence rested on somewhat improbable piece of judicial machination. After a stint as Minister of State for Education, Wike emerged in 2015 as the candidate of the PDP for governorship of Rivers State. Following the election on 11 to 12 of April 2015, the INEC declared him as winner, ahead of Dakuku Peter side of the All Progressives Congress (APC). Peter side petition challenging the result declared by INEC. The tribunal granted his petition and initially set aside the result. The Court of Appeal agreed with the trial tribunal. On 12 February 2016, the Supreme Court set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal on a special technicality and restored Nyesomized Wike as duly elected, the author of the Supreme Court judgment, with Kudirat Kekereekun. In the past week, she and Nyesomized Wike resumed mutual acquaintance. In the intervening 9 years, Kekereekun had risen to become Chief Justice of Nigeria (CJN). Oh, so this woman and Wike has had an encounter before. Very, very good. So it's safe for us to say that it might be Wike that made it possible for her to become the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and now that he is building houses for them, what do we think is going to happen? Of course, they are going to be ruling in his favor. While Wike emerged in August 2023 as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the venue was the flag off of the construction by the Minister of 40 units of judicial housing in Abuja. This was the latest chapter in Wike's durable track record as Nigeria's most prolific judicial benefactor. As governor of Rivers State, he gave 41 Range Rovers, sport utility vehicles, SUVs to judges in the state. Customary court judges were not left out. He gave them 29 Renault SUVs while complaining about the unwillingness of the judiciary in Nigeria to seek true independence to discharge their functions. The irony was clearly lost on him. In 2020, Wiked donated 24 luxury duplexes to judges in Rivers State and reportedly handed out $300,000 in cash to judges who preferred to build their own houses. It was presumably tax-free. Then, CJN Tanko Muhammad slavishly applauded his generosity, saying, "The gift spoke of the love the Rivers State governor has for the judiciary. Indeed, he has love for you, and now everybody is now doing his bidding. No wonder. How can they disobey him? How can they say no to him when he has done almost everything for them? They cannot say no to him. They can't. He owns Rivers State. He owns all the judges there. He owns all the lawyers there. And that is just the truth. There is no political litigant in the country more prolific than the current Minister of the FCT. He has an almost extraterrestrial ability to normalize outcomes that defy all canons of lawful judicial enterprise. If anyone fits the description of the prohibition in Rule 2.8 of the Judicial Conduct, it is Minister Wiked. Yet, for him, the Chief Justice of Nigeria is happy to retrench the same code of conduct. It was not supposed to be like this. Jerome Odoji, one of Nigeria's best-known lawyers and public servants, was born in Ozubulu in present-day Anambra State around 1912. Odoji was also the first indigenous district officer in the colonial civil service. He ended his civil service career chief secretary to the government of the Eastern region under the military, coincidentally in 1967, the same year in which Wike officially was born. When he got the opportunity to undertake a retrospective on his public tour of duty in 1995, 15 years before he died in 2010, Udoji chose to issue his memoirs with title Under Three Masters. The three masters whom he served, of course, were colonial administrators, post-colonial civilian politicians, and their military usurpers.